Our garage we've been working on for a while. We just did the epoxy floor, which is awesome, really nice. Now we need to get everything organized so we can get our cars parked in here. You can see right now there's stuff everywhere. So we got a bunch of these Rubbermaid fast tracks so we can get all this stuff kind of put away over there. Over on this side, we are going to build a workbench. When we're not using it, it'll just lay flat up against the wall. And then we have a couple of racks that we're gonna put up here. So lots to do in here, and I am gonna get started first over on this wall by moving stuff out of my way. And I'm gonna start hanging the tracks today. These fast tracks, they come in two parts. So this is kind of the cover that everything clips onto. But then we have the mounting bar underneath, and this is what's gonna go on the wall. And I wanna get it where I can see that the holes are right where there's a stud. And then we're gonna start with the one in the middle. Once you get that middle one in, you can take your level, put it on there. Then we'll just add the other ones in and go all the way down the line. This part goes on really simply. You can click it on, but it also just very easily slides on. With the rails in place, you can now kind of pick what you want to do with the space that you have up here. So I have a bunch of these shelf supports. These just hang right there, and they're nice and loose because as you put stuff up, you set things in place, you make sure everything's spaced evenly, and then you come back through and you'll want to screw things in to the studs if you can. And they should mostly line up. Most of the things are in increments of about 16 inches or about 32 inches. I'm gonna start off with some shelves over here for paint cans. The way this works is you have these two supports, right? And the shelf sits right on top of it. And right now we just kind of set it on there, but you can see there are these red little tabs that kind of click into it. And this is why I don't screw anything in quite yet. Now I can move this around as needed. And then once I've got that right, I'll tighten everything. I'm going to keep putting these on, make sure that we've got all of our spacing right, and then that's when I will actually attach them to the wall, and I'll show you how I do that when I'm ready. Shelves, they're all on. This took me like 15 minutes, so this goes up really fast once you get that main track on. And the awesome part is that because I marked my studs up here, I can align this rail with the middle of the stud up here, and then I will use a stud finder down on the bottom. Right where my center is, I just push over and we'll attach it right in. Now that is super secure. I'm gonna do that with all four of these, and then those will be in place. There is a lot of forgiveness with the shelves. So this is a really great system, and this isn't sponsored by Rubbermaid or anything. This is the system that I decided to use, and I've been really impressed with it. So for this next line, I'm gonna do some of these baskets. So that just clips in like that. And I mean, for this, I'm gonna use it for caulk, but also just like tiling materials and things like that. I've got a bunch of these to go down the wall. Once I get this placed where I want it, I'm gonna secure it in the wall the same way. We've got this other wall here that's, again, not a lot of space. This door opens and swings back this way, but this system works really well for that. So we've got these yard tool hangers, and you just kind of push that down until it clicks. And then I'm gonna hang stuff all along this and use up this wall that is otherwise unusable. Now that we've got that wall over there organized, we're gonna use this space over here for a workbench. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a piece of butcher block and put it on some hinges and have it hinge downward. And we'll just put some chains on either end using these hooks here so that when we pull it up, we can just hook it in place and be able to use it when we need it, have it out of the way when you don't. This is now secured to the wall. I'm going to put up some pegboard all through the middle of this, all the way down, and then that way I'll know where to put my hook. It'll go just above the pegboard. The bench is all finished. I love it. It just folds right down to the wall. This stuff hardly takes up any room, and just super usable. And you can see I've actually already started to use it because we have one last place in our garage that is just wasted space, and that is right above you. The ceiling, there's just this big open space right here, and we spaced out our lighting so that right through here we're going to do a line of racks hanging from the ceiling. The studs may not fall right in line with that, the joists I mean. And so I'm actually going to go up into the ceiling once we mark out our spots, and we're going to add some blocks up in the ceiling that we can secure to. With storage like this, you don't use anchors, it has to be into something structural. Let's do this. Got my trusty hat. It's cold up there too, so. We've got the joist up in place. I'm going to secure the supports up into the new joist. Almost done. We can finally use this garage to its full potential. We're going to be able to park our cars in here, which has not happened for quite some time. We usually have something going on in here, or it's just stuff all over in the way. So, I mean, over here, I love these Rubbermaid track systems. Again, not sponsored. That's just what we chose to use. They are awesome, and I love how fast they go up, how versatile they are. And we've used them for so many things. I love these pegboards and my Workbench, which I've gotten plenty of use out of already. And then over here, all of our storage for paint cans and these baskets. There's still room for us to add some things as we go along. But overall, super pleased and excited to be able to actually use our garage.